I slammed the door shut behind me, the rain pounding like accusations on the roof of our family's Connecticut home, as my stepsister Penelope stood there, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and desire that mirrored my own forbidden storm. "We can't keep pretending this isn't real," I whispered, my voice breaking. But she pulled me close, her lips crashing into mine in a kiss that ignited every suppressed emotion I'd buried for years. And in that moment, as thunder roared outside, I knew our world had shattered irrevocably. The summer I turned 18, our blended family felt like a fragile mosaic pieced together from shattered lives. My dad had married Penelope's mom, Elena, 2 years earlier, after both had lost their spouses in ways that left scars no one talked about. Dad's first wife, my mom, had died in a car accident when I was 12, and Elena's husband had succumbed to cancer, leaving Penelope, then 16, to navigate her grief alone. We moved into a sprawling colonial house in Greenwich, Connecticut, the kind with manicured lawns and white picket fences that screamed American dream. But inside it was a pressure cooker of unspoken tensions. I was Jamie Thompson, the quiet bookworm with curly brown hair, and a penchant for hiding behind oversized sweaters and novels. Penelope Rivera was the opposite. Tall, athletic, with sun-kissed skin from her Mexican heritage on her dad's side, and piercing green eyes that could disarm anyone. She was captain of the soccer team at our high school, popular without trying, and carried herself with a confidence I envied. At first, our relationship was typical stepsister stuff. Awkward hellos, shared bathroom fights, and forced family dinners where Dad and Elena tried too hard to make us bond. But something shifted that first summer. It started innocently enough. We'd stay up late watching old movies in the den, the glow of the TV casting shadows on our faces. Penelope would tease me about my crush on the lead actress in some rom-com, and I'd blush, deflecting with a laugh. "You're such a hopeless romantic, Jamie," she'd say, her voice laced with something I couldn't quite place. One night, during a thunderstorm that knocked out the power, we huddled under blankets on the couch, sharing stories of our lost parents. Her hand brushed mine and I felt a spark, a literal electric current that made my heart race. As weeks passed, those moments multiplied. We'd sneak out to the backyard pool after midnight, floating on our backs under the stars, talking about dreams. Penelope wanted to play soccer in college, maybe go pro. I dreamed of writing stories that captured the human heart. "You're gonna change the world with your words," she told me once, her gaze lingering too long. I started noticing how her laughter lit up rooms, how her touch, innocent pats on the back or playful shoves, lingered on my skin. School started in the fall, and with it came the drama. Penelope began dating Mark, the quarterback, a match made in high school heaven. I hated it, though I couldn't admit why. Jealousy gnawed at me like a secret I didn't understand. At home, our interactions grew charged. One evening, after a fight with Mark, Penelope stormed into my room, tears streaming. "He's such an idiot," she sobbed, collapsing onto my bed. I held her, stroking her hair, whispering comforts. When she looked up, our faces inches apart, time stopped. She leaned in, hesitating, then pulled back. "Sorry, Jamie. I don't know what's wrong with me." That was the first crack. I lay awake that night, replaying the almost kiss, my mind racing with confusion. Was this normal? Stepsisters weren't supposed to feel this way. But in the quiet suburbs of Connecticut, where everyone pretended perfection, my feelings bloomed like forbidden flowers. Winter brought snow and isolation. Family ski trips to Vermont turned into excuses for us to share a room, whispering secrets under heavy comforters. Penelope confided she was questioning her sexuality. Mark was a cover, a way to fit in. "I think I like girls," she admitted one night, her voice barely audible. My heart soared and sank simultaneously. "Me too," I whispered back, our hands intertwining under the blankets. It was platonic, or so we told ourselves, but the air hummed with unspoken desire. Spring thawed the snow and our inhibitions. At a school dance, Penelope ditched Mark mid-song and found me in the corner. "Dance with me," she said, pulling me onto the floor. Under the disco lights we moved together, bodies close, the world fading. Whispers started, rumors about us being too close. Dad and Elena chalked it up to sisterly bonding, but I saw the worry in their eyes. Then came the night that changed everything. It was graduation weekend for Penelope. She was heading to UCLA on a soccer scholarship. Our parents were out at a gala, leaving us alone. Rain lashed the windows as we shared a bottle of stolen wine in the living room. "I'm gonna miss you so much," I said, tears welling. Penelope cupped my face. "Jamie, I love you. Not like a sister." Her confession hung in the air, heavy and electric. We kissed then, slow and tentative at first, then with a passion that consumed us. It wasn't about lust, it was years of built-up emotion pouring out, grief, longing, discovery. We talked all night, holding each other, sharing dreams of a future where we could be together without judgment. "We'll figure this out," she promised as dawn broke. "No matter what." But morning brought reality. Penelope pulled away, panic in her eyes. "This was a mistake. We can't. Our family." She dressed quickly, avoiding my gaze. By the time our parents returned, she acted like nothing happened, chatting casually over breakfast. I was devastated, my heart splintered. That summer without her was agony. She left for college, calling occasionally with superficial updates. I threw myself into my senior year, dating a girl named Sarah to forget, but it felt hollow. Deep down, I knew Penelope had given me the most important night of my life, the one where I truly felt seen and loved. Yet she pretended it never happened, leaving me to question everything. College applications loomed like storm clouds over my senior year. I chose NYU, drawn to the city's pulse, hoping distance from Greenwich would mend my fractured heart. Penelope was thriving at UCLA. Social media posts showed her on the field, surrounded by friends, no hint of our shared secret. Our phone calls were strained, filled with small talk about classes and weather. "How's Sarah?" she'd ask, her voice tight. I'd lie saying great, though we'd broken up months ago. Thanksgiving brought us back under one roof. The house smelled of turkey and tension. Penelope arrived with a new girlfriend, Mia, a bubbly art major from LA. Seeing them hold hands at dinner twisted a knife in my gut. "So happy for you," I forced out, smiling through the pain. Later, alone in the kitchen, Penelope cornered me. "Jamie, about that night." She started, but I cut her off. "What night? You said it never happened." Her eyes filled with regret, but Mia called and she left. Christmas was worse. A blizzard trapped us inside, forcing family game nights. During charades, Penelope's laughter echoed, reminding me of our late-night talks. One evening, as snow fell silently, she knocked on my door. "I can't stop thinking about you," she confessed, stepping inside. We argued, whispered shouts about betrayal, family expectations, our impossible love. "You're my stepsister," she said, tears streaming. "Society won't accept us." I pulled her close. "But we accept each other. Isn't that enough?" We didn't kiss that night, but we held each other, crying over what could never be. In the morning she was gone again, back to pretending. I returned to school, channeling my pain into writing. My journal filled with stories of forbidden love, echoes of our drama. Spring break, Penelope surprised everyone by coming home alone. Mia had cheated, she said flatly over dinner. That night she slipped into my room. "I was wrong to push you away," she admitted. We talked until dawn, rebuilding bridges. Kisses followed, gentle and reaffirming but still chaste, focused on emotion, not bodies. "Let's take it slow," she said. "Figure out how to tell our parents." Hope bloomed. We spent the week stealing moments. Walks in the park, coffee in town, hands brushing secretly. But reality intruded. Dad overheard a phone call where Penelope called me love. Confrontation exploded at dinner. "What the hell is going on?" he demanded. Elena looked shattered. Penelope panicked, denying everything. "It's nothing, just sister stuff." Betrayal hit like a tidal wave. I stormed out, driving aimlessly through rain-slicked streets. I ended up at a diner, sobbing into coffee. Hours later, Penelope found me. "I'm sorry," she said, sliding into the booth. "I'm scared." We talked honestly about societal stigma, family fallout, our deep connection born from shared loss. "You're the only one who understands my pain," she whispered. We agreed to pause, give space. Summer arrived and I moved to NYC for college. The city was a whirlwind. Bustling streets, diverse crowds, a place where love like ours wasn't taboo. I joined an LGBT group, made friends who shared stories of coming out. Penelope visited once and we explored Central Park, holding hands openly. "This feels right," she said. But back home pressure mounted. Elena discovered old texts. leading to therapy sessions where inappropriate attachment was diagnosed. The betrayal deepened when Penelope started seeing Mia again, posting pictures online. "It's easier this way," she texted me. Heartbroken, I cut contact, throwing myself into writing. My first short story about two women defying odds got published in a campus mag. It was cathartic, turning pain into art. Fall semester, a surprise. Penelope showed up at my dorm, bags in hand. "I transferred to NYU," she announced. I couldn't stay away. Joy mixed with caution. We rebuilt slowly, coffee dates, study sessions, navigating our feelings amid city lights. Drama ensued when old high school friends visited, spreading rumors. One night after a party, jealousy flared. "Are you seeing someone else?" I accused. She denied, but doubt lingered. Our first real fight exploded in my tiny apartment. "You always run when it gets hard," I yelled. She countered. "You push too much." Tears followed, then apologies, leading to a deeper understanding. We committed, no more pretending. "I love you, Jamie. For real." As winter set in, we confided in friends, finding support. But family loomed. Over Christmas break, we planned to come out. The dinner table confession was chaos. Shock, tears, accusations of ruining the family. Dad stormed out. Elena cried. Penelope wavered, but I held firm. This is who we are. In the aftermath, therapy helped. Slowly, acceptance trickled in, awkward at first but genuine. Our love, once hidden, became a beacon of resilience. The new year brought tentative peace. Back in NYC, Penelope and I navigated couple life. Shared classes, weekend brunches in Brooklyn, stolen kisses in Washington Square Park. Our story spread through friends, some cheered, others whispered. "Stepsisters? That's intense," one said. We laughed it off, but inside, insecurities festered. Penelope's soccer dreams clashed with city life. She missed the California sun. "Maybe I made a mistake transferring," she confessed one night, staring at the skyline. Doubt crept in like fog. I buried myself in writing workshops, crafting a novel inspired by us. A tale of love defying norms. Feedback was mixed. Too dramatic, some said. Raw and real, others praised. Penelope read drafts, her input sharpening the emotional core. "Make the betrayal hurt more," she suggested, unknowingly echoing our past. Spring brought blooms and turmoil. Penelope reconnected with Mia via social media. "Just friends," she claimed. But late-night texts sparked arguments. "Why her?" I demanded. "She's safe, no family drama," Penelope admitted, regret flashing. The fight escalated. I accused her of cowardice. She left, slamming the door. Alone, I wandered Central Park, memories flooding. Our first confessions, the night she pretended nothing happened. Reconciliation came via a handwritten letter slipped under my door. "Jamie, you're my everything. Forgive my fears." We met at our favorite cafe, tears mixing with coffee. "No more secrets," we vowed. Intimacy deepened, not physical but emotional. Sharing fears of abandonment, rooted in our parents' losses. Summer internship took me to a publishing house in Manhattan. Penelope coached youth soccer in Queens. Distance tested us, but weekend reunions strengthened bonds. One evening, under fireworks at Coney Island, she proposed a road trip. "Let's drive cross-country, face our past." Excitement bubbled. A chance to heal. The trip started in Connecticut, visiting our family home. Dad and Elena had softened. Dinner was civil, with hints of acceptance. "We love you both," Elena said tentatively. Driving west, we hit Pennsylvania's rolling hills, sharing playlists of indie folk songs that mirrored our journey, lyrics of love and loss. In Chicago, drama struck. Penelope's phone buzzed incessantly, Mia, confessing lingering feelings. "I thought we were over," Penelope said, deleting messages. "But trust cracked. How do I know you won't run again?" I asked, voice trembling. We argued in a dingy motel, words cutting deep. "You're the one who pretends everything's fine," she shot back. Silence blanketed the drive to Denver. Mountains loomed, mirroring our internal peaks. At a scenic overlook, we broke. "I betrayed you before, and I'm sorry," Penelope sobbed. "But I choose you now." Forgiveness came slowly, forged in honest talks under starry skies. We emerged stronger, our love tempered by fire. California was the climax. Arriving in LA, Penelope showed me UCLA's fields where she'd hidden her truth. "This is where I realized I couldn't live without you," she said. We visited beaches, walking hand in hand, the ocean washing away remnants of pain. But betrayal lurked. At a party with old friends, Mia appeared uninvited. Flirtatious banter ensued. Penelope laughed too easily. Jealousy boiled. "Are you serious?" I hissed, storming out. She followed, explanations tumbling. It meant nothing. But doubt seeded. The drive back was tense. In Vegas, we married impulsively. A symbolic ceremony in a chapel, rings from a pawn shop. "Forever," we whispered. Yet back in NYC, reality hit. Family called, furious about the elopement. "This isn't legal or right," Dad thundered. Emotional whiplash peaked. Penelope, overwhelmed, suggested a break. "I need space." Devastated, I agreed, moving to a friend's couch. Weeks blurred in loneliness. Writing became my lifeline, pouring heartbreak into pages. Reunion came unexpectedly. Penelope showed up at my reading event, flowers in hand. I was wrong again. Life without you is empty. Tears flowed. We embraced amid applause. "Let's build this properly," she said. Fall semester, we sought couples therapy, unpacking layers. Grief, societal pressure, our unique bond. Progress was slow but steady. Friends rallied, hosting a commitment party in a rooftop garden. Toasts to resilience. As winter approached, our story inspired others. I submitted my novel, An Agent Bit. "This captures the human spirit," she said. Penelope landed a coaching job, balancing dreams with us. But peace was fragile. A family crisis, Elena's health scare, brought us home. In the hospital waiting room, truths emerged. "We support you," Dad admitted, hugging us both. Healing began, bridging divides. Our love, once dramatic whirlwind, settled into quiet strength, romantic walks, shared goals, a testament to perseverance. With the new year, stability rooted. My novel, Forbidden Echoes, hit shelves, drawing from our saga without exposing details. Reviews praised its emotional depth. A poignant exploration of love against odds. Penelope beamed at the launch party in a cozy Brooklyn bookstore, her pride evident. "You turned our pain into beauty," she whispered. Life normalized. Mornings with coffee in our tiny apartment, evenings debating plots over takeout. But shadows lingered. Penelope's coaching job demanded travel. Weekends alone amplified insecurities. "Miss you," I'd text, masking fear of another betrayal. Spring brought opportunity and conflict. A Hollywood producer optioned my book, inviting us to LA for meetings. Excitement mingled with dread. California held ghosts. On the flight, Penelope squeezed my hand. "We're stronger now." LA was a whirlwind. Studio tours, script discussions. But Mia resurfaced, now a set designer on the project. "Coincidence," Penelope assured. Lunches turned tense. Old chemistry sparked. I confronted her in our hotel. "This feels like before." She denied, but her eyes betrayed hesitation. The climax hit at a networking event. Mia cornered Penelope. I overheard whispers of "what if?" Rage boiled. "How could you?" I accused later, packing bags. Penelope begged. "It was nothing, just talk." But trust shattered. I flew back alone, heart in pieces. Weeks of radio silence followed. Friends mediated. Therapy sessions dissected. "Betrayal stems from fear," the counselor said. Penelope emailed apologies, detailing her internal war. Societal norms clashing with desire. "I love you, Jamie. Always have." Reconciliation brewed slowly. She returned to NYC, quitting the LA gig. "You're my priority." We rebuilt brick by brick. Date nights in Central Park, honest dialogues. "No more running," she promised. Summer wedding season amplified our commitment. We planned a small ceremony in the Hamptons. Family, friends, ocean backdrop. Dad walked us down the aisle together, tears in his eyes. "Proud of you both." Vows echoed our journey. "Through storms and betrayals, I choose you." Honeymoon in Maine. Lobster rolls, lighthouse hikes, intimate talks under northern lights. "This is our happy ending," Penelope said. But life tested. My book tour took me nationwide. Penelope's team won championships. Distance strained, but video calls bridged. Fall brought a plot twist. Elena's remission party turned family reunion. Old wounds surfaced when a relative sneered at our lifestyle. Penelope defended fiercely. Love is love. Unity solidified. Writing evolved. I started a blog on LGBT stories, amplifying voices. Penelope mentored queer youth, channeling our struggles into mentorship. Your story saved me, one kid said. Winter holidays were joyous. Tree trimming, gift exchanges. But a health scare, my panic attacks from unresolved trauma, led to deeper therapy. We're in this together, Penelope assured. As spring thawed, we adopted a rescue dog, symbolizing new beginnings. Walks in Prospect Park became rituals discussing futures. Kids perhaps via adoption. Drama resurfaced mildly. A jealous ex, Sarah, spread rumors online. We laughed it off stronger. Nothing can break us now. My second book explored redemption. Critics hailed it humanely profound. Penelope's promotion to head coach brought stability. Summer road trip revisited our cross-country path, this time in harmony. In Chicago, we renewed vows privately. From betrayal to bliss, I toasted. Back home, life flowed. Barbecues with friends, volunteering at pride events. Our bond, once fractured, became unbreakable. A narrative of growth. Yet, reflection brought humility. We almost lost it all, Penelope mused one night. But love won. Our story, dramatic and emotional, ended not in fairy tale perfection, but real resilient humanity. Years blurred into a tapestry of shared life. By our mid-20s, we'd settled in Brooklyn, a brownstone with a garden where we hosted brunches for our chosen family. My writing career flourished. 3 books published, each delving deeper into themes of identity and forgiveness. Penelope coached a women's pro team, her passion inspiring underdogs. Our dog, Luna, completed the picture, her wagging tail a constant reminder of joy. But echoes of the past surfaced. A family gathering in Connecticut unearthed old photos. Us as awkward teens pre-blend. Look how far we've come, Elena said, hugging us. Dad, now retired, shared stories of his own youthful regrets. Love finds a way, he conceded. Drama wasn't absent. A scandal rocked Penelope's league, doping allegations against a player. Stress mounted, she withdrew. I feel like I'm failing, she confessed. I held her through nights of doubt, mirroring our early comforts. We're a team, I reminded. Resolution came with exoneration, strengthening her resolve. Spring brought parenthood discussions. Adoption process was grueling. Paperwork, interviews, emotional roller coasters. What if they reject us because of our story? Penelope worried. But approval came. A baby girl, Sophia, with curly hair like mine and spirit like Penelope's. Holding her, tears flowed. Our family, we whispered. Parenting amplified emotions. Sleepless nights, first steps, kindergarten jitters. Sophia's questions about 2 mommies led to honest talks. Love makes a family, we explained. Challenges arose. School bullies mocking our setup. We advocated, turning pain into activism. Speaking at events, writing op-eds. Betrayal's shadow faded, but a test emerged. An old flame contacted me. A fan from book tours, flirtatious emails. I shut it down, transparency with Penelope key. Trust is our foundation, she said, relieved. Our 10th anniversary. A vow renewal in Vermont, snow-capped mountains witnessing. Friends toasted our journey. From forbidden night to enduring love. You embody resilience, one said. Mid-30s brought career peaks. My memoir, veiled as fiction, topped charts. A stepsister's secret. Interviews probed. We navigated carefully, protecting privacy. Penelope's team won nationals. Parades celebrated. Humanitarian work deepened. We founded a foundation for queer youth from blended families, offering counseling and scholarships. Your story inspired this, a beneficiary told us. Aging parents required care. We moved them nearby, mending final rifts. Elena's stories of her husband's loss bonded us anew. Dad's acceptance culminated in walking Sophia to school, pride evident. Tragedy struck. Luna's passing. Grief reopened old wounds, losses familiarity. We mourned together, planting a tree in her memory. As 40s approached, Sophia thrived, soccer star like Penelope, writer like me. I'm proud of my moms, she declared at a school event. Reflection evenings on our porch. That night changed everything, Penelope mused. Even the pretending. I nodded. It led us here to love's true depth. Our story, once K-dramatic whirlwind, settled into profound peace. Highs and lows forged us. Conflicts resolved, betrayals forgiven, romance enduring. In America's heart amid suburbs and cities we lived authentically. A testament to human spirit. No fairy tale ending but real. Love prevailing through trials. Sophia's future bright and open, our legacy. As sunset, hands entwined, we knew we'd won.